The problem isn't the facts. The problem isn't who's right. The problem is that you're not connected, right? That you have someone, a young adult sitting across from you who doesn't feel like you give a crap about what they're going to say, right? That doesn't believe that they're cared for in that moment. And if they're in that position, they're not. It's not going to move forward, right? And let me give you this: your child could be completely wrong. I would probably even agree with you. I can't tell you how many times I've been sitting there and I'm like, okay, what's coming out of that young adult's mouth is really off base. It's really crazy. It's not going to work. Um, and I get that. But if they don't feel heard, if they don't feel like you care, you're never going to get your point across anyway, right? So there is a point in the conversation where no matter what you're talking about, you have to give your child, your adult child, or even your older teen, right? You have to give them some space to share their viewpoint, their belief. And that's not a time for problem solving, fact checking, digging up the past. Those approaches don't work, right? So instead, you need to listen. You need to restate that you heard what they were saying. Just because you acknowledge what they're saying doesn't mean you agree with it. Again, many times I'm sitting there with parents and I'm like, I don't really agree with the logic that is being presented here, but that's what's in their mind. That's what they're feeling, right? And if you shut it down, right, there's no opportunity to even influence that thought, any opportunity to help them work through a problem or something like that. So, what you're showing is respect. I think any child of any age needs some level of respect, like respecting that they are a human, respecting that they have their own thoughts and feelings and ideas. It doesn't mean that you go along with it, but at least give them a space to think what they think and feel what they feel. And when they feel like you give them that space, they're more open to hear your words of wisdom, your ideas, your thoughts. When your goal is, I need to establish a connection so we can actually talk, so we can actually work on things, you see why it's worth it, right? That's why I said before, remember, this is your kid. You love them, you care about them, you want the best for them, you want a good relationship with them, and they are struggling. They are in a rough spot, right? And you need a little bit of understanding that yes, they're screwing up. Yes, they might be going down a really horrible path, but they need help, right? And you're in a good position to help them, to love them, to care for them, to be there for them. And that's what they want from you too.